Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and also if this is your first time watching me. So it's been a while, a few weeks. It's been a whirlwind here. I had my online and in-person retreat. Then I had my niece's wedding reception. And now I am getting ready for the Disney incentive trip with Stampin' Up. But I did want to hop on because we do have a new catalog that went live with the new rewards hostess points, or I'm sorry, order points, not hostess. So after $20, you get 10% put into your account to use towards your next order. I have sent out emails and it is on my newsletter and my blog. If you have any questions, let me know. So create an online account, use me as your demonstrator, and you can be rewarded now for your smaller purchases. It's a great program, and I think you'll be happy with it. Okay, so a couple of things. If you like that mug or other stamping apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com where you can find that. And I also have this matching sweatshirt on today. We do ship globally, so that's a plus. Also, don't forget Donna Gray and I have the basics of card making going on each month, and that is a subscription plan. Even if you join now, you can catch up with what we've been doing. In the beginning it was mostly cutting, measurements, templates. Now we're getting into coloring. We also did coloring with Winka Stella. So definitely sign up for that. All the links will be below when I'm done. And let me just flip the camera here. I am extremely tired, but I did want to get on and say hi and do a quick card for you. I won't be on next Friday because I will be in Disney again with the Stampin' Up incentive trip, which I earned. Only 10% of the demonstrators earn this trip, and I am taking my sister with me this year for a little sister time, so looking forward to that. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and definitely share my videos. That really helps me out a lot. I really hope you will do that. Also, before I forget, I did mention that we had a challenge with Stampin' Up, and I did earn the pink tote bag. And anybody that placed an order with me in April, I was going to give that tote bag away. So I am going to pull the name of that winner at the end of the live session here. Just know this doesn't come in until June, so you won't get the bag if you win it until sometime in June. Okay, let's flip this back again. What I'm going to do today is use the Turtley Cute suite. This comes with the stamp set, the dies, an embossing folder, ribbon, and gems. Good morning, Deb. How are you? So that is on page 48 and 49. If you didn't get your catalog, you can also look at some things on 50 and 51. If you are a customer of mine, you probably already got your catalogs. So if you don't have a demonstrator, contact me. My email will also be below. And I do ship out one free catalog. Once you keep ordering with me, you'll always get those free. Okay. Let's start out with a couple of samples. This is a sample. Well, these two are samples that we did at Onstage with that cute set. Good morning, Maureen. How are you? So these cards we did at Onstage. Of course, we stamped and then we colored. And we also used some of the ephemera packs with that and the new gems I put on there. Since I haven't been doing Scrapbook Sunday either, I thought I'd show you a cute scrapbook page that I did with that suite. Now, we also do have a workshop kit with this and a scrapbooking kit, which I will do more with when I come back from the incentive trip. But I found this cute little picture where Ryan had his Ninja Turtle sweater on. So I used different pieces of the designer series paper that I had left over from my cards. I used the alphabet a la mode, and I made this cute little scrapbook page. I did fussy cut these turtles out instead of stamping. They're just so darn cute, you know. And we do have dies. Let me just show you the dies. Here's the stamp set. We do have the dies that cut out some of the images, but not the ones I wanted. And also not the ones I wanted to use tonight, or today, but you'll see. This is another cute little card that I did with that, and you can see the embossing folder back there. Such a cute little card. Now I'm going to show you the slider card that we're going to be doing today, and the PDF will be on my blog later today. So I created a couple of slider cards, and this one slides like that over there. Look how cute that is. That's what we're going to be doing this morning. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Linda. Thank you for joining me. So there's one slider card. Here's another one that I did. It's okay to take it slow. Here I stamped and colored with the blends for the inside. Did I show you the inside of that one? Yes, I did. Here is another one. Here for you always. Look how cute that is. And then I didn't put a sentiment in there. And then this is similar to what we're going to be doing today. So here, I did both. I fussy cut one of the turtles out, and this one I colored with blends. So that is what we're going to do today. I am going to grab this piece of designer series paper. Hope I don't drop anything. I'm going to take this piece, and the first thing I'm going to do, because I usually use this for one sheet wonder, and this one sheet wonder for slider cards is great. I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to cut this one off. I'm going to just bring that down a little bit so you can see more. I'm going to cut that piece off right there. There we go. And I want this one right here. Move my coffee before I spill it. And that's the one I'm going to be using. Thank you, Linda. So this piece is 4 by 6. So let me bring in my card base because we're going to be doing some trimming. And I am going to score that in half. Take my bone folder, give that a good scoring there. So now this is the 5.5 by 4 1/4. So this is 4 inches. So this is good, but this is too long. So I need it to be the 5.5. So I am going to cut some off. I'm going to first start, there's the 5.5. And there's the 6. So I'm going to go with 5 3/4 first. I'm just going to cut a little bit off that end. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off of this end to make it the 5.5. So that it's even on both sides. And now you can see that it fits onto my card base. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I am actually going to use this die from Wonderful Thoughts dies. And I want this one. This is a little too thin. I tried it just using the one piece. but the turtles are a little bit bigger, so we're gonna have to do two cuts for that. Hello, Evelyn from Germany. So I'm gonna bring that in. I'm gonna lay that down. Now I am gonna grab some of my Post-it note tape. I don't want that to move. I'm gonna grab this die and I'm gonna put it right about there on stage there. And I'm gonna hold that right there. I'm gonna bring that in. Cut that out. And then I'm going to do it one more time. See how that's pretty thin, and I want it a little bit wider for the images. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line it right up there and have a wider edge. And again, this is the Wonderful Thoughts dies. I'm going to put that back before I lose it. Now I have another piece of Poppy Parade. It doesn't have to be the exact size. I had it cut down a little bit. So this size is like 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And that's going to layer on top of there. So what I'm going to do, because I need some leverage here, I'm going to actually use my side pieces of my dimensionals. These work out great for this. I'm going to leave those on for a minute. So this is going to layer right here. And above that is where the slider piece is going to go. So I'm going to put another piece right there. This one will probably work perfect. Take that off. Take this one off. So I have a strip here. I might have to cut it down. And this strip is 1 by 8 3/4. So definitely going to have to cut that down. I want to make sure that this is going to slide. So I'm going to have to trim that down. So let's put this piece on first. I got the glue down there. Oh, let's turn it around this way so I can see the front. I'm going to lay that right there. So that gives me the back piece. Now this is going to slide inside here. And it is the perfect size. I don't have to cut it down. So that is a 1-inch strip. Hi, Rosemary. So we're just going to put that in there for a second. I am going to bring in some designer series paper. And I am going to use, let's see, I want them going different ways. So I know I'm going to use this one. So let's pull out that one. So that one would go over here, and then I want another one to slide this way. So I'll use this one. I know I'm not doing a lot of stamping today, but like I said, I wanted to hop on because I thought as soon as I saw this set that the slider card was going to be perfect for this. So I'm just going to fussy cut this real quick. I didn't post my June online class or class to go yet. I hope to get that out before I leave, but it may not be till I get back. And also the scrapbook online class will be back in June. I know I didn't do one in May, but it will be back in June. So there I have one little guy. And let's cut this one out. Again, I hope everybody didn't forget about me because I haven't been on. But even though I'm not doing a live, I do still post on my Facebook page, Instagram, even TikTok. So please don't forget to subscribe and follow me. And while I'm in Disney, I am sure to be posting some great pictures of the trip. And also, we have a swap going on there. So I will be posting some great swap ideas. Okay. So now I'm going to push that in. There's the end. I'm going to push it right about there. This one, I am going to grab some dimensionals. I'm going to add that right there so it doesn't go past where I want it to. Oh, thank you, Molly. I have a team member on there. I leave Tuesday morning. So I want that up a little further. So let me just take your pick tool and just push that up a little bit. He's going to go right there. This one I want to slide. So my dimensionals have to be in there. Now, I find it easier to put that dimensional in there, but I'm going to actually use the minis because I don't want it to overhang and stop it from moving. So I'll start with 2 there. And that is what creates the slider. So now I can trim that off if I want. Actually what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put a little dimensional under here. I think I'll cut it instead. I don't want anything to interfere with that. So I'm going to just trim this. Make it easier. I'm going to trim it to the side, the same size back here. Okay. So we don't see that piece. This side, I'm going to write the word pull so that whoever gets the card will know what to do with it. And then you can just push it in a little bit so it fits in your envelope. I'm just going to trim that a little bit more. And there you have the little pull. Cute. I love that. Okay, so before I put it on my card base, I'm going to bring in some Poppy Parade. Hi, Vicki. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to stamp some of these little music notes back here. Just like that. I'm then going to layer it right onto my card base. Again, I will have the downloadable PDF on my newsletter later today, so you have time to sign up for my newsletter. I am going to bring that in just like that. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I should show you the ribbon that goes with that suite is beautiful, but for a bow, to me, it's a little bulky, so I'm not going to use that on the card. I don't think. Maybe I will. We'll see. And then, of course, the gems are right here. I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, "Hope your birthday is totally awesome." And then I'm just going to fussy cut around that a little bit. I don't know why lately I've been into fussy cutting, but I have. I find it relaxing. Now, the one thing when you put this on, you don't want to have it too low because you don't want it to interfere with that. So I'm going to put it right over here with dimensionals. That one looks a little big, so I will switch to the minis. And again, you can see that it slides. What do you think? Isn't that cute? We're going to add some gems to it. Bring in a piece of white, 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. And it's a happy birthday one, so let's see. We are going to use Sweet Friend. Nope. We'll use Hooray first. On this one, I am going to use a stamp. So we're going to grab Memento. I'm going to bring in some green here. And I'm going to use the lemon lime twist. I'm going to use my nubby end or bullet end, whatever you call it. I'm using the dark here. I'm going to add some dark here. And then I'm going to go back in with the light. I'll use the painter side this time. You can make a slider card with any of the stamp sets. Now that I have that colored in, I'm going to go back with the dark and the painter side. And I'm just going to add some more highlights here. Okay. And then I want to use the balloon. So let's see, will it fit? Yep, it'll fit. I'm going to, again, use my Memento. And I should be using my stamp pad, but I'm not. My mat. And then I'm going to bring in some Poppy Parade. So you may see tape on the end of this. That's because when I do an in-person class and people use my blends, I only let them use this bullet end because it's more forgiving. And you have to be careful with the painter side. You don't want to ruin that tip. So when I have an in-person class, again, I only let them use the bullet end. Okay. I'm going to go back in with the dark. Whoop, went off a little bit. One more time. Just going to blend that in. There we go. I'm going to bring in my card. And there I have the slider card. Oh, thank you, Linda. Such an easy thing to do. If I wanted to put a bow on it, I could. But again, I think it's a little too bulky for this card. So I know this was a short video today, but I didn't want you guys to forget me. So let's bring in the other slider cards so you can see those again. And I'll have still shots on my blog and on my newsletter and Facebook later. This one could go front or back. And then we have the flower one. Whoop. Gotta hold it right. And the barbecue guy. And of course the beach scene. Whoop, his head's getting in the way here. Let's just make sure that's down. And then of course we had a couple others that I did, the two that I did it on stage. And then this cute little guy where I used that embossing folder. And last but not least, my scrapbook page. I hope you enjoyed today's, I don't know, my camera keeps moving down here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I did want to hop on before the trip again, so you don't forget me. And I will be back, 2 weeks from today, because I won't be on Friday. Let's just slide that over this way. There we go. Sorry, making you dizzy. So thank you for tuning in with me. And again, remember the new catalog is live. You want to shop online, create an account, make sure I'm using me as your demonstrator, and you will get rewards with your purchases. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Patsy. Don't forget to share my videos. It really does help me out a lot. Leave me a comment and I will answer you later on. And until next time, keep on stamping, stampers. Bye.